Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again for game number 3. We've gone the distance, we've made it through it all, and it's time for the final game between Gambit and Vega Squadron. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by the wonderful Trent Pax. My man, how you feeling? You ready for this final game?
Yeah, once I finish these Pringles.
Oh, goodness, Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Leftover Halloween stuff.
Yeah, I finished my my Halloween candy from when I went out trick-or-treating, and no, I didn't trick-or-treat. Nobody came to my house, actually. I had 2 little girls that came to my house for trick-or-treating, and that was it for the entire night.
Really?
Yeah, that was it. Nobody. I'm like in a little cul-de-sac, and you know, me and my wife, we didn't have anybody stop by our place. It was sad.
All right, now, what did you get to give out?
It was just like a candy variety pack, so it had like M&Ms and Twix and Snickers and that type of stuff, and I was just like, take whatever you want, because it was sort of on the lighter side. Yeah, some Twix.
Okay, all right, that's impressive.
It was the mini ones, though, you know.
10 seconds remaining.
Understandable. That's okay. You don't have to go with the full-size bars. If everyone did it, it wouldn't be as cool as when that one house does do it. You know, leave it to the rich guy in the neighborhood. That's his job. You know, I feel like you have to give back to society.
We don't have those people around my neighborhood.
A
lot of people that park their cars on their lawns. It's wonderful.
Yeah, we did. I went with the gummies. I had like Starburst. I had fruit gummies. I had what else do we have? Well, the Pringles, obviously. So nice little spread.
The Pringles is an interesting one. I haven't
They're like
heard
little
of that
mini
before.
Pringles. They're like there's only like I don't know, maybe 10 of them in these little tiny boxes.
See, you know what'd be cooler if they did Pringles in a like that was to scale but smaller. So it's like a ton of tiny Pringles. You know what I mean?
Wait, sorry, say that again?
Like if it was, you know, a mini Pringles, but it was to scale. So it's like the same amount of Pringles that you normally get. That'd be really cool.
But they're all just tiny. That'd be pretty funny. They are actually a little smaller than normal Pringles. Oh my god, why is Brewmaster in this game? How did an offlaner make it through to the 4th pick?
I don't know, because
it's a Christmas miracle.
Oh, I think that they played him. The Sand King got banned by Gambit because they didn't want to give it a... Like, that was the thing I was wondering. It was Vega Squadron that ended up getting 1st pick again. And because of that, the Sand King has been like a very contentious hero, and they feel the need to ban that one out. But then Vega Squadron are like, all right, whatever. We're just going to end up taking the Brewmaster ourselves. Maybe Gambit just don't play it.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, though. Very nice start for Vega. It's not an auto win, but the hero has looked very strong. Even in the games he was losing at Dota Pit, I couldn't help but just notice how strong this hero looks. So,
10 seconds
another good part here is that whenever you have Earth Spirit, you generally want to be applying like pressure into the mid lane or something like that, or just like roaming around a lot. And that means Brewmaster is at the very least going to be in a 1v2, and he's an offlaner that kind of shines in definitely 1v1 scenarios. That's kind of his dream. So we should be watching for any sort of like aggro lineup from Vega. But even in a 1v2, he can still get a lot done.
Man, Vega Squadron's drafting feels like it's a lot better this time around. And it feels like they're learning from what Gambit has been doing. Banning out the Luna now as well after the Shadow Demon pick, it was very clear what Gambit wanted to accomplish. And now they're kind of struggling to figure out what they want to go with this draft.
Well,
I think they're in a rough spot.
Remember last time, though, they also had banned out the Terrorblade and the AM. So this might mean that Gambit decided to go for an Animage draft, which is pretty scary at this point.
Okay, I could dig it.
Could, like, maybe blow up the Brewmaster or something. Give him a pretty rough time. So go for the Prophet for now. That kind of lends us towards maybe some earlier aggression here, but also split push into, like, that mid-game. Orchid Builder out of the off lane. I've said this time and time again. I think Nature's Prophet and Earth Spirit is the best. It's one of the best 3-4 combos.
Yeah.
Because you lose out on so much team fight by having Nature's Prophet as your offlaner, and that's the role that generally provides it to you. But Earth Spirit just makes up for like 2 roles in one. He has so much control. So I'm always gonna benefit. Like I always just love a team that takes these two together. It always looks so good. So. In fact, Vega lost to this yesterday when we were doing Vega versus Empire. It was an Earth Spirit Nature's Prophet draft that came up from Empire, so we'll see.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a silence that's pretty good against the Brewmaster. I don't think they have quite enough control yet where they can burst him before he can get his ultimate off, so that might be something else to look for, either A burst-oriented hero, or B, another silence. Or maybe you just say, screw it, we'll let him have his ulti and build enough team fight around it where it doesn't matter. Because they're always going to have the push available with the Prophet there already.
Team pick.
Admiral Kunkka.
Ooh,
Kunkka will come out here.
more team fight. I'm going to let you talk about that for a second while I let my dog outside. I'm a dummy. 1 second, I'll be right back. It's fine.
Typical. Oh, well, at least he doesn't have to control the camera, right, guys? It's all right. We can handle this without him.
10
You got
seconds
Nightmare set up into Kunkka. Nice start. Pretty strong hero these days.
5 seconds
You also have
remaining.
Shadow Demon on the enemy team, so some of their own setups can be delayed, which gives you a little bit of time to get off your own torrent and your own boat. You can just like boat an ally after they get disrupted, so it just like flies over top of them as they're coming out. Maybe stuns anyone who are chasing them. Can create a lot of space that way. So very solid pick. They could also go towards like a Jug or something and do those little cute X combos. Maybe a Tinker again for G.
Ooh.
Kunkka Tinker maybe.
Jubei
Tinker-
Dota.
Yeah, Tinker's also insanely good with Brewmaster because you can TP onto the Brewlings with just
Right.
level 1 bots. And you're up against a Nature's Prophet who you can help counter his split push. This definitely looks like a Tinker game.
Well, we have had some issues with Tinker in the past, though.
Dire
We won't
team
be
pick.
using him in any future Valve events. Wait, what? No, sorry, wrong.
Wrong guy.
Got it. Damn. Had to throw it back. But yeah, I don't know. Tinker is always so crappy nowadays, though, right? It's really been sucking.
You know who else is crappy though?
remaining.
Weaver. 'Cause apparently his talent doesn't work.
What's his talent?
If I'm not mistaken, the
5
plus 0
seconds
point, the
remaining.
plus 0.5 swarm armor at level 20 doesn't work still.
Oh no.
Although 3 hours ago, Cyborg Matt said it will be fixed soon.
Radiant
TM.
team back.
So
Nice.
I don't think I've had an update since then though.
Oh, lordy. Well, okay. PA now taken, so opting to go this route. You still can do some of the X shenanigans with this hero, of course. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing something like a Storm Spirit out of Vega Squadron for the last pick. Again, like that
10
mana battery is
seconds
sort of the
remaining.
route that Kunkka can play. You've talked about that time and again, but you
5
can sort of do it
seconds
with
remaining.
keeping the aggression going constantly, X mark and then TP back home. Seems good.
Yeah, I guess so. It's true. Well, they are physical damage focused from the Prophet and the Weaver. So in that sense, the PA blur is very nice. Their mid hero is left, and they have the final pick for Gambit. So they can't guarantee either lane for the PA. They don't have like a way to just say, okay, this will be PA mid for sure, or something like that. Even though it's most likely safe lane these days, but it's always nice again when you have the last pick to kind of find those situations where PA can go mid to, maybe abuse 2 harder carries. What am I missing here? Tower damage, I guess, right? They only have Brewmaster. Maybe like a Death Prophet in the mid lane would be
10
kind of okay.
seconds remaining.
Silence against the Weaver, pretty tanky. Get a Hood or something.
I mean, that's the thing, though, is
seconds
last
remaining.
game they didn't really have tower damage either. They went with the mentality of just find kills, and then once you kill the whole team, you can take the tower afterwards. So,
I'm still kind of okay with Tinker as well, of course.
yeah.
Dire team pick.
They banned the Puck,
Radiant
so
team pick.
not going to be a
Marana.
Tinker, and it'll be a Marana.
All right. I mean, another popular hero of the patch.
Pretty stable, too. Just overall decent at a lot of things.
Oh,
She's really high right click. She can tower pretty well. Though,
the X torrent into arrow combo is pretty nifty
10
also.
seconds remaining.
yeah, that's true.
But
5
So if I am
seconds
Gambit,
remaining.
what am I missing? Just like burst damage, I guess. A way to kill PA. You have a good MKB carrier and the Weaver. Just kind of helpful. You could go for like a break hero, but Viper's been banned out by Gambit themselves.
you could still just go for
So they
AM
need
if you want
Silver
it.
Edge?
Although, it's really bad against PA, isn't it?
Yeah, plus then your lanes are all weird. I think... I don't know if Dragon Knight's okay. It's like tempting just because he can build a Silver Edge naturally, but I don't want to put myself on like a timer if I'm Gambit right now.
Just go Quap. All right.
Well, they're going
You
for
may
it.
now select your heroes.
Yeah.
It's the natural reaction, but I'm not really confident in it. I don't think Shadow Demon's very good in the early game. Weaver's not particularly amazing in the early game. So I don't know how much they're going to be able to get done with this DK. I think they just felt pressured to get a Silver Edge carrier. And they could have just used Cheshire Cat with the Nature's Prophet, too.
Well, maybe if they get a lot done in the laning stage with Bignum and Cheshire Cat, and then later on, you know, it's SD and Dragonite, which is a really strong combo with the ulti as well. You know, it's a all of those Dragonite illusions can really start to rip the tower up. So I can see some pieces there of it, but
yeah, that's true actually. That is pretty nice.
But I just look at these heroes from Vega Squadron, and they all seem so good. I think Kunkka's still very underrated, and Mirana is obviously one of the really, really strong heroes this patch still.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about Vegas draft overall, the more I look at it.
All right.
It's Aloha Dance has played really well today. They're giving me a hero where he can just like win the game on his own. He gets a nice early deso. He can just blow up a lot of these heroes. On the way, Dragonite looks hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know what he's wearing.
I am the darkness.
I don't know what the hell that is.
It's Christopher Nolan's Dragonite here.
I don't even know. What is he?
He's got little helmet, like horns on the side too.
It's like a Skyrim hat.
Fur. Yeah, it is too.
But he's got like shoulder pads.
Yeah,
I don't know.
80s Batman or something here. Is this George Clooney?
He's like wearing a pantsuit from the 80s.
Oh man, he looks fabulous.
And then it's also the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger / robotic Shadow Demon.
Oh, I love the Gambit Courier though. This is very cute.
Which one? The
Mechjaw the Box Hound. Look at this thing. So cute.
The Box Hound?
Yeah, the Radiant Courier.
Oh, it's kind of cute. Yeah, I can see it.
You're not digging this?
I mean, it's
hilarious.
okay. It looks like Wally.
Oh, Prophet's dancing up the fountain. Here we go.
He's feeling himself.
All right. Well, we'll see. Will Aloha Dance carry this game? Will they lose? Dota 2, the video game. I like Vega's draft. I don't like Dragon Knight. I'm Trent.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Why do we have... And then I guess last series was the first one to go 2-0. I feel like a lot of the series have been pretty long. A lot of the games have been really long.
They definitely
have.
have.
2 days here.
The series that you missed yesterday, I think, was a 2-0.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The Empire one. So
It's
only
Empire
games
Vega
that you
one.
cast that are going to the 3 games.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Well, Brewmaster gonna assert dominance here. This hero, I feel like he's so much fun to play.
This is like the fake out where they've sent the supports top and then Weaver bottom, so then if the lane's bad, they'll just rotate with the TP.
Ah,
battle begins.
I see. Slayer's heading up here. He's already TP'd.
Right.
Goes for the
Weaver.
Torrent. Gonna be off the mark.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
All right, and that means PA is only going to get 1 bounty rune. So 2 apiece. Sports go top. Bignum, I'm not sure what your game's going to be like, dude.
Yeah, he's probably going to need to focus more on mid, I would guess, but even that's not great. Maybe if they hit it before G gets level 1 or level 2, he's taken arrow already. But that's going to be tough to do.
Always want to fly trying to do here.
I don't know. He's trying to TP away.
TP no. Or TP top rather. Fair enough.
Cheshire Cat.
Damage here.
In the top lane, he's going to get disrupted, and now trying to turn this back around on some of these other heroes. They'll be able to do a good chunk of damage with the NP illusions. But nothing really coming of it.
Damn, another torrent. Soma freehand going very well here.
And then you look across the other lanes, and Afterlife has some of this creep wave up here. Meanwhile, the Weaver's taking a good bit of it down bottom, so I don't know. This feels like a lot of the action's going to be happening up top.
Yeah. We're just getting like tri-lane on tri-lane. Earth Spirit generally not considered to be very good here in these situations. Really good play with the Brain Sap there to pull the creeps away.
Yeah. And that will ensure that PA gets herself a little bit of a better time, soaking up all this. Of course, you need to be careful because Nature's Prophet can be a really big bully. These Treants do a lot of damage, and there is no blur at this stage of the game yet.
There's also no poor man's shield anymore.
Yeah.
They might try another torrent here. Sioma's considering taking Tidebringer even just because he's been so good on these torrents.
They do still get this pull off here.
And it's all under the vision of the Dire too.
Yeah. They'll be able to get some of these denies. It looks like they actually managed to hit the deny too. Always want to fly. They actually need to get these to get the deny out.
They're just trying to brain sap them to guarantee the kills.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lawdance still getting all the last hits. And that'll be fine. Just a chill game. Everyone waiting for first blood. Bottom lane is like the most boring lane ever. Nothing's ever going to happen there. Kind of the same with the mid lane. Pretty unlikely. There's even an arcane rune on Kuman, so he can just keep producing G's damage. Yeah, so don't bother going anywhere. Just stay top.
Yep. We'll hang out here. But the big win so far, it feels like, is still Vega Squadron a little bit ahead in terms of all of their CS. It's nothing to write home about, but maybe something to keep our eyes on. I think part of that is also that PA's been able to get a couple of these treants as the game has gone on.
It's just so hard to actually do anything up top with Shadow Demon Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have? You have nothing. I think not. They have a Radiant Ward on Kunkka. They maybe were thinking about going there just because they know he's far away, but it looks like they're not confident in their abilities right now.
Yeah. It's really tough.
I'm gonna let the wave crash in. I thought maybe they'd hold it out there with the treants, but they'll push it back in towards Aloha Dance. You guys want to like do anything this game or no? Do you guys everyone cool? No. All right. Looks like no. Yeah, everyone's just looking at each other. Full mana.
They're gonna get this full wave off. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, now the fight over the bounty runes. There's no fight. There's no point. So at least there's that. They make a strong move in here, but Aloha Dance gets the whole wave under the tower.
Another creep wave pushing in. It's in a pretty good position for Vega here. With the bounty runes taken, Cheshire Cat needs to be careful since they don't have everybody in the area. And G, he's going to get the DD. Could have thought about going on Big Room there. But now they realize that Cheshire Cat is alone. They're going to get the Nightmare off. Could go for the arrow as well, but going to trade it with his Treant, and he's fine. I
like what Weaver did, where he bought a bottle at the secret shop.
Oh.
And so then he took both bounty runes.
Nice.
Yeah, he just able to like spam up all his mana.
Bottom lane, or top lane rather. The roll-in's going to be there onto the Bane. They have the follow-up stun if they want to go for it. Uses it there. It's still the real you. They get the disruption off, trying to body block him in, and they are going to be able to do a good bit of damage. This could be first blood. The Nightmare, you can't deny yourself anymore. Bignum finds the kill. Now always want to fly, trying to run away. They have the jump forward. The slow, it's there. He is going to end up dying, but the real you taking a lot of damage as well. Has 1 point in Blur. We'll see if this is going to be enough. The stun is there on the Slayer as well. He throws out the Torn. It's going to connect onto one, and that might be the end of the action.
I think that just kind of shows why it was such a stalemate. Everyone just knew it was going to end up being a trade either way. They just used a bunch of resources, but it's 5 minutes, so the Radiant have an advantage in that sense that they can shrine. Well, then again, the shrines are almost just as close now. Yeah. So it's not too big of a deal. It's slightly closer to the Radiant. So they could just shrine up and try and make the play happen. Good observer placement here from Zayak. Just to keep an eye on who's coming up through this area.
Uh-oh.
And in we go.
Cheshire Cat gonna TP away, but the Nightmare is there. He has another TP once he comes out of this, but with all those right clicks coming from the Bane, they find the finish. And he goes down.
And all this just more towards a good game for Aloha Dance. Weaver's also being farmed.
Oh.
Or getting farmed, rather, but he's going to want to split push a lot. He wants that, like, Lincoln Spear and everything, so it's not near as much of a concern. Bottom lane, Prophet coming in, too.
Afterlife gonna have to pay for this one. He will get the bounty room, but it comes at a cost, as there is no way that TP is gonna complete. A 4-man torrent. It looks pretty.
Wow.
Not really getting much out of it though.
Yeah. Sadly, not much value there.
Shadow Demon?
Yellow.
I don't know about this one, buddy.
That sounded like Bane when he buys a Blink Dagger.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, have you ever heard that?
No.
Oh, jeez. It's a great one.
I don't know what the thought there was. Like, you're not going to be able to really stop this. And now they have a fortification is used as well. It's sort of stopping the pressure down bottom while also making sure that this catapult stays alive a little bit longer.
Well, Weaver's forced to come top because he's somebody who can actually hold this tower. He's got level 3 Shikuchi, so pretty damn survivable. And it's unlikely the supports are going to be prepared with detection up here too. So he can Shikuchi and dodge some of these stifling daggers now. I think they're on the same cooldown. Yeah, he's got level 3 Shikuchi now, so 6 seconds.
Oh, Bane is dead.
Am I gonna deny it? No, nice kick just to make sure.
Oh yeah.
Leave us.
Keep on throwing out these daggers, but it's just more stick charges. Though he's actually been pretty good about throwing them when he's in the fog, so he's not getting as many stick charges on him.
This Prophet needs to go bottom and get levels.
I think Coolman might be dead. Oh, he got
Nice
the damage
reduction.
mitigation. Yeah. But they still have the Nightmare. Arrow, it connects. The disruption, oh, possibility.
Wow.
But they're gonna pop the ulti for that, and Coolman's still living, but just barely. Doesn't have any way to stay alive any further. And now Bignum also caught, needs to hit the stun, but it's not gonna happen. He does have a roll. Lift up there, dispel magic, and he's gone. Showing the power of Brew.
Yeah. And they that was a really good time to get the kill because he was about to have his ulti back up and he was going to try and take down this tower. They probably would have been looking for like a TP in, but the only problem is Chester Cat from being in that tri lane is still very low in experience, so he doesn't have the power you expect from Nature's Prophet at this point in the game for that big early tower push. So he needs a lot of space down here for a bit. And I think the reason why he wasn't down here though was because Brewmaster had the ultimate and he knew he could just get solo killed because of the level differential.
Right.
However, with it being used in the mid lane, he's comfortable enough to just sit here.
Yeah, it's a lot better, at least until that ulti's off cooldown again. And you can see down here that the NP is capable of TPing in if they want and just find this kill onto the Bane in the mid lane.
Someone's saying that it's 70% miss chance at level 1.
Yeah, that's nuts. Oh, gee. Not going to hit the arrow. And they're just going to roll away from him there. Take down the tower. Gambit making strides in the mid. While Weaver comes back bottom, he's definitely more survivable in this lane than the Nature's Prophet is.
300 damage Thunderclap, also underrated.
Yeah.
Just destroys that Weaver, like even through the rain drop, it's quite a bit. Low HP pool. At least he went treads this game and not trying to just rush it from brown boots or something.
Yeah. So next few minutes, how does this sort of look for you? It's been very passive game so far. Do you expect to see more rotations with the level 6s online? Do the Brewmaster just need to keep making stuff happen, or is he okay kind of sitting back and farming?
I think this game looks really bad for the Radiant. So they're going to get the Prophet up top here. But this tower just went down so early with like, what do they have? They have like a PA Mirana. It's kind of surprising how they've been able to put so much pressure on this tower with this lane. And so now we're just going to be looking to play with that momentum of the Brewmaster. He has an arcane rune with this ulti. Oh, the dream.
That's pretty good. Could think about going for it if you want.
Too.
But that's Shadow Demon dead over here by the shrine. And they've also got eyes on Bignum, but not going to go for the X there. Maybe a bit too deep to dive.
Oh, Weaver might actually force out this ulti. That's annoying.
Oh, he really doesn't want to have to use it. But Afterlife, he's just... He didn't have mana. Yes,
well,
that is the correct...
I mean, he did at one point. Oh my god!
Oh. Wow.
Oh, that was a series of events for Weaver. I'm sure he's really confused at this point too. He's like, huh. I'm really surprised he didn't ult. I was just trying to force it out of him. So, like, he had the arcane rune. It wasn't that bad. But I guess with it not resulting in it, I don't know.
Questionable.
That one.
Dubious.
Dubious. All right, that's what we'll go with. I like it. All right. Well, that's a nice result for the Radiant, though. Pretty big pick. Evening up some of his net worth. Gives a lot of gold over to the Weaver. He almost has a Dragon Lance now. But this next DK ulti, for talking about the Radiant heroes, it'd be great if they could kill Aloha Dance. Red Spirit just runs into him. Hello.
Oh, a little bit of a rolling kick. They've got the Nature's Prophet here as well, and well, they get the disruption. The boat is going to come out. The real you pops the runaway, and can he actually escape from this? The bugs, they are going to connect. Now the blink strike forward, but they will have another stun in a second if they want to go for it. Really, you still running. You get the soul catcher onto him. Torrent, it's not going to connect.
Screw everyone else.
Yeah.
Kill this hero.
Wow, and Slayer, now he's caught too.
Oh, that was a sick banish. It also means the creeps won't run away and they can still get that tower with the Dragonite. Not just this kill. Oh, sick bounty though. Oh no! Oh, let me get the bounty in the blocks!
Value.
Still got it.
But this is the strength of their lineup. Like, this is looking really, really tough now. And
I don't know. I still feel pretty good with the Dire draft, honestly. But with the Brewmaster Scarf for that fight, obviously it makes it a bit rougher. He has the Blink Dagger now, though, so the next fight should go a lot better for them, especially if it's at an objective like that.
Yeah.
And PA is still really firm.
I guess that's the thing, is like this, it shouldn't be going this good for Gambit right now, but they might have enough of a draft advantage that it doesn't matter. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
Afterlife needs to be careful.
He does, see? He does. Not gonna get me this time.
God, he does not want to use that ultimate. I guess to be fair,
so sick.
Yeah. To be fair, though, I guess it makes sense. Like, this is a lot of what your draft revolves around, is you having that ultimate around the fights that are at towers and stuff. Drop down a ward. They spot out everybody from the Dire. Dire might have spotted the Shadow Demon, but I don't know if they actually got complete vision. Level 6 about to be there for Earth Spirit. They walked right inside of a ward area as well. 4 heroes here for the Dire. Weaver runs into a few. They realize that this is far too many heroes, and now they back off. The whole time, we've got Cheshire Cat farming. We've got Coolman farming. We've got the real you farming.
I often talk about unseen parts of heroes, like Underlord aura or Crystal Maiden aura, stuff that's hard to judge in the flow of a game. And one I've never really discussed is Blur and that passive farming on lanes. Like, yeah, it's so annoying when you're playing a game against PA. Because, like, I often find I don't even realize that that's a thing until around this time of the game. And I'm just like, oh, shit, that lane's just been pushing up top because I'm just, like, not even looking up there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually so frustrating.
For sure.
And then you realize, oh crap, now I gotta like look at every one of these lanes and watch it, but you can really get away with a lot as a PA because of that. And so almost into the Battle Fury. Feeling pretty good. They're even shadowing her right now, thinking that if there was someone they wanted to go on with this next DK ulti and then go for an objective, it would definitely be the PA.
Earth Spirit?
And they'll get Earth Spirit.
Yep. That's Mean Spirit Mana Boat.
The boat might have been excessive, but he had an arcade room, so throw it out there.
It's a low cooldown, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. Shuck it. It means they don't have much of this tower, but they have a Brewmaster, so it's fine.
The whole time, Cheshire Cat's going to try and push this out. Maybe they can catch him again. Slayer is here. He has 4 points up in X. It's a great cast range. But Cheshire Cat playing it safe, just going to send the trance at the tower and then call it good.
I mean, I've been really praising this Vega draft, but Panda only ulting once is not giving me a lot of hope. I guess it's because PA doesn't want to fight, but I feel like they could have gotten like one fight in this time frame with G or something while PA is just farming a Battle Fury. Like, they're so strong when you have Panda ulti.
Yeah.
Maybe they feel like if they use it, though, it's going to give too much space to Dragonite and Nature's Prophet, which is also fair. They just, the key thing is they have to make sure that he's ready and available when they actually commit to that push to the DK ulti.
Right.
Because if that fails for the side of Vega, that would be very bad for the state of this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and maybe, you know, eventually the real you, he's going to have his Deso, and that's going to be a point where he can fight at least a little bit better. You still might want to wait for your BKB because of all of the disable that they've got, but they find G. A pick off there, and the armlet done on Dragon Knight, his level 2 ultimate. They have Shadow Demon here as well for this if they wanted to go for the illusions afterwards. This is really bad. This is probably 2 towers.
Nice play by G, or not by G. Nice play by Gambit. To have the Weaver pushing the lane and shadowing him like that with the smoke was not expected at all from G. Completely obliterated. Top lane, Brewmaster's coming, so this is that fight we're talking about. They've committed, they want to punish, and Dragon Knight's just out. They see the rotations coming through, and they are long gone. Maybe we can get an X onto someone. It is level 4, but no, he can't quite get around the corner in time.
Yeah.
And they are going to be out of here.
So they don't commit fully for the tower, but they still force those rotations. You haven't killed off PA, which is definitely a bit of a problem, but this is a hero that still, it's not like, you know, you're invincible on the Phantom Assassin. At least until you get that BKB, and even then it's not a foregone conclusion. I don't know.
Shadowblade is done for Dragonite, though, so the Silver Edge will be his next item. Depends on if they get the Aegis, I think you go Silver Edge. If they can't get the Aegis, he might just want to go for the BKB first. He's got them both queued up, so he'll just make a decision based on how the next couple fights go.
All right. Vega doing like it's time to go now. Gonna hit the tier 1 tower in the mid lane. With no DK ulti, it doesn't look like anybody is confident to step forward and try and fight this.
We're sending in Weaver Illusions to deny. Oh my god, he almost got it.
That would have been pretty sick.
That was amazing.
Well,
won't be there though.
NP split pushing top lane. This is going to take some damage onto the tier 2 as Vega moved down to the south. Maybe it's time to go now. They're saying that they've had enough of it. It's time to party. It's again.
Yeah, I'd really like to see the Radiant fight this the Shadowblade though, because they're not going to be ready for that on the Dire side. They have the Moonlight Shadow for themselves, but there are no sentries or detection on any of these Dire heroes, so they could find a really big win with this reveal here.
Oh god, and Aloha Dance is all alone down bottom. They have a ward there, so they're feeling like they're safe. Coolman is walking underneath this one. They've already popped the ulti, but he's gonna TP out. Good recognition there, good understanding, and Gambit aren't gonna be able to find the pick.
Oh, that ward's gonna expire before you can kill it. Oh, one more, come on, get the money. Nice. Whew. Close one.
All right. Meanwhile, the smoke towards Roshan. Who do they run into? It's going to be the Mirana, and they drop down Observer Ward at the very least. Always want to fly. The dust is there.
Hello.
He's in trouble, and that's a kill. A big stun out. Magnetized as well. Is it going to be enough? The boat is already there. The boat's going to connect onto 2, and they get the primal split off. It's still a lot of damage. Coolman is a monster in this fight, but they get the lift up onto 1. It's on the Earth Spirit. It's a decent target to control for the moment. Now the Ryu shows up, starts to take down Coolman. The stun, he's able to get the Armwood toggle off the walk away. Coolman living through it all, but he's going to be stunned again. It doesn't matter. He is the liver. The X-Torrent is there, and Afterlife finally finds the finish, but it came after the PA died.
Yeah, could not find the third toggle. But wow, some sick plays from Gambit there, I have to say. Considering how that started with like your Shadow Demon just dying, it's nice that you at least come out on top and bringing down that PA. Very, very important. Oh, is her her death is actually done, eh? That's scary.
Can you imagine though if they took that fight with the Deso instead? I feel like DK just blows up there. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Back so soon.
So battle over Roche should be the next big thing. Pretty easy for the Radiant to take. All right, he just TP's right in. No, cancels it. Prophet was going to. Gonna wait for the DK and the Weaver, it looks like, but they should be able to take it relatively easily. Treants are amazing for it these days. They just tank the whole thing.
They were pinging very emphatically that the Kunkka had used his boat mid, so.
Oh yeah, it's a good shout.
Yeah, they're feeling like they can do this with that, and if you take that away from the PA, why not?
Oh, this is sick too. You have 3 ranged heroes, so you don't even get stomped by the
nice
Treants.
Yeah, that's real good. So they take it down. There's no boat. There was no split either, and they're hitting this just inside this timing of 10 seconds where they can't fight. And Coolman now maybe even going to run into somebody here.
They have 1 sentry on the Bane they can try and use for a fight, but overall...
Oh, are they going to find her? The real you? Silence Orchid. They got him caught. They're doing the damage. The stun is there. Going to fall. Oh, man. And now they've also got the Bane. The follow-up. They've got the Weaver chasing him down. And Afterlife, he's going to have the split back up, but you don't want to have to commit it there. Nice arrow on the Sakuchi. The boat, the Torrent, isn't going to be able to bring him down. He still has time lapse, so most likely no. Although they actually go for that imprisonment there. Doesn't matter. Earn charges, and now Aegis. Gambit coming back strong.
Really nice play by the Earth Spirit to get the silence on the Bane, so there wasn't a save possibility with like a Nightmare or something, and then the Moonlight Shadow might have given them a chance for the Radiant, or rather for the Dire to get away. So, nicely done by Bignum this game. Kunkka TPing top. Oh, he's got an X. Okay. He's just going to try and push up this wave a bit here.
No Yule Scepter, sadly. Which would
Wow, imagine if Shadow Demon didn't... Oh, no, that doesn't work. Never mind.
That would be cool.
Never mind. I was thinking of the ulti, but and disruption doesn't work either, right?
No, I don't think so.
It's not like a Yule's. I don't know. There's all those weird interactions in Dota.
I think Yule's Scepter works, but I don't know of any other ones. Because I know like OD will bring you back to the X spot.
Yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure it's the exact same for Shadow Demon.
Yeah. All right. 22 minutes in, 11-9. Gambit with a pretty decisive lead at this stage. 3,000 is the net worth lead, but it's really like the position they find themselves in. I guess maybe it's not like a complete and total huge lead, but it feels as if Vega should be further ahead than they are, or should be ahead at this point based upon their draft. Maybe I'm wrong in that, as they find the kill on Cheshire Cat down bottom.
Yeah, it cost them a Panda ulti, but still a good kill. Cost them a Panda and a Fiend's Grip as well, so costly, but a kill nonetheless. You are down. Sadly, Bane's the one who gets the kill, so it's like 400 gold.
That would have been nice. But
And BKB will be the next item for Brewmaster.
oh.
BKB or
Radiant's bottom tower
Eon
is under
Disc.
attack.
Just saying. That kind of seems like a good item this game to make sure that he doesn't get just stun locked down with the Orchid or anything.
I feel like you can just like disrupt him though, right? As soon as
Yeah,
it
but
goes
how long
off.
is the? Let me see here. So it's 2.5 seconds. Yeah, I guess so. If you disrupt him the second he got Aeon disked, but that's a pretty tiny window.
That's true.
So seems kind of good.
Okay, can dig it.
But the thing about BKB is that right now they don't have anything that goes through BKB on the Radiant. They're unlikely to get anything either. So now you can guarantee your clap this way. So BKB basically means that every fight you get 300 more damage because you can go straight for the Thunderclap, add that on, a couple right clicks too. You have your guaranteed crit maxed out. And so it's all good.
All right, illusions created and tower being sieged. Cool Man has his ultimate. It's still only level 2, but maybe thinking about pushing for this.
Has fallen.
Yeah, I definitely want to try and at least get this tier 3 right. Still have Aegis on Weaver, minute and a half. BKB on the Prophet too, so we need a big PA crit here.
This is tough. This is really tough.
33 armor Dragon Knight.
He is a big boy. He hits pretty hard, and they do get an X. They're gonna go for Cool Man. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. It's kind of a cool way to hold on to this. You get the X and then the
It's nice.
PA jump.
Trying to find a crit, but that's half the tower down. However, that's also half the DK ulti, and he is gone. No X on the Radiant means he ain't coming back.
The smoke, not gonna find anybody.
Chasing, but yeah, it won't matter. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. At least that's what Gambit are saying. But it is a Dragon Knight draft. It's a Prophet. I mean, fine going the late game, of course, for the split push and everything. But this PA and Mirana Brewmaster, I definitely feel more confident in this try core heading into the later stages. So I think things still look pretty good for Vega right now.
Yeah. No, I agree, and it's just going to be a matter of them like executing the draft the way that they need to. Mid lane, they are going to be able to throw out another boat, so just trying to farm up items for the Kunkka. He's level 12.
Although just keeping these waves pushed. It's difficult against Dragon Knight and Nature's Prophet because you know if one wave gets there, your tower could just be gone. So they basically just want to hold that line across the minimap and whatever it takes. That means throwing up boats, fine and dandy. I like the Solar Crest as well. So I can toss that on people. Try and help his PA when she jumps in on the DK. Put it on the Dragon Knight. Yeah, help with Roche too. And that'll be Cheese next. So you get Cheese on something like your PA. The game looks a lot better, especially when she's that BKB.
11-10, 2,000 net worth, lead. And BKB, like you said, for PA, could be a good pick. Cheshire Cat just going to TP away after summoning a bunch of treants. So I guess that at this point you just sort of are waiting for Roche for both teams. Last time it felt a little bit like a gimmick, the fact that Gambit were able to get it, because it was when the boat came down the exact same time that also Brew Split was down. Do you feel like one team is more suited to taking Roshan than the other?
I mean, it was the Vote cooldown last time, but realistically, it should be the Panda cooldown that we're concerned about. If they have Panda ulti, then it should be pretty decent for the Dire, right? They can control up the area fairly well. The Radiant, they don't really have any ults that are dependent on Roche. They don't actually need to use Dragon Knight ulti to take it, right? So, in that sense, it's better, but controlling around the pit definitely goes to Vega. You know, Boat, Panda, Mirana, spells, and just Moonlight Shadow. The Radiant don't have anything like that when it comes to controlling around the Roche pit. It's just basically on Earth Spirits, so...
Yeah.
They are going to smoke up now inside the Radiant base. They're going to come out. They're going to run into the smoke from the Dire. And this, oh, if Dire are on the high ground for this, they have that ward.
Get a vision. Really they see him. There's the Fiend's Grip immediately. They can't get him. That's going to be a great combination to start off with. The BKB on Coolman. They might be able to still make this work. No, never mind. They're all gone.
No, they're so screwed. The boat buffalo on everyone on the Dire. Weaver might actually escape here.
They have vision. They got the X. They have the Torrent. He doesn't have time lapse anymore. Complete and total unmitigated disaster for Gambit. And Coolman just going to try and TP out of there. He kill off Afterlife? Well, this is all happening. You did have the whip pushing going on, and Cheshire Cat, he makes something work for himself. He's just going to TP back home. The Treants, can they kill him off the Brain Sap? They leave the Bane to live.
All right, well, that is a nice play. Got to give credit to him on that one, that's for sure. But I think the Dire still pretty happy, just because this game was starting to feel a little bit sketchy.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, nice, clean up. I mean, that was also best case scenario. They had the Observer on the high ground. They were smoked. Their opponents were smoked. They blew up the Earth Spirit instantaneously with that fresh BKB on the PA. And then Dragon Knight is forced to just use his 10-second BKB without being able to do too much. So, very nice stuff from the Dire. This is going to put Afterlife into his BKB by the time the Roche is up, more than likely. We'll see in a few seconds here just how early it is.
Minute and then 10 seconds.
All right, yeah, so he'll have BKB by then. He'll also have his ulti back up, and that'll be our play. Bignum's just very hopeful that it's already up, but it won't be the case.
Well, again, Nature's Prophet going to be split pushing during all of this. He does need to TP out of here ASAP, though. Afterlife moving in the area, although he doesn't have any way to bring a Blink Dagger, so doesn't really matter.
TP on out. Oh, the BKB, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. They're all just hanging around mid here.
Yeah, it's sort of the play, I guess. You just sort of need to wait for Roshan and make sure you don't give anything away.
They might try maybe a Moonlight play or something. That Sentry. Oh, they placed another one down. They find the Observer. Very well done. Man, he knew exactly where that ward was. Holy.
Oh, Moonlight Shadow. Cool man, though. He's had enough. Doesn't want it. There.
Arrow.
Oh, it's not going to hit. They just had that ward there, so they spotted the Mirana in the area. And while this is happening, again, Cheshire Cat pushing the bottom lane. Nothing comes free.
Yeah, PA's on her way to her Abyssal, though, and that's going to make life even harder for this Weaver. Not very reliable, the Lincolns against the PA.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
And they are going to smoke into the pit, though. Treants are on their way. We
Oh
know
my
the Dire
God.
see the Treants going in.
But do they see the rest of them? Oh, man. If they're able to get this one for free, Slayer, he's going to throw out a torrent. Can they get here in time, though? Zayak's really far away. Afterlife is there. They're moving in.
Radiant have scanned.
Boat's going down. They see it. Roshan, it's going to fall. They managed to get the BKB
it's
off
on the
in time.
ground.
They end up picking up the Aegis. That's on the Weaver, the real you. They're actually keeping him away with the Sprout already there. Gambit's starting to drop low, but I think that this is going to end up working out for them. They got the silence, but there's the Nightmare. He's going to be able to get off his ultimate Afterlife just by the skin of his teeth. And now that's going to be the Aegis reclaimed. Cool man able to get off the armlet toggle, trying to run away from them all, but he is going to be brought down. And Bignum not really left to be able to do much in this fight at all. That's 4 dead for Gambit.
It just exploded.
Yeah, there was never a chance.
And this time, Prophet is not in the base. He's way down there.
Yeah.
No threat. And yeah, how close was Afterlife? Like, he had the money for the BKB, I was correct, but he didn't have it. So that got very scary. Stunned up, Orchid as well, but nice Nightmare save from Zayak. Saves the fight by allowing them to get off the split and guarantee that they wouldn't lose anybody, which is huge so they can keep this push going. They probably would have won it anyway, but this just means that they can get a couple buildings here.
Yeah, the Shadow
They
Demon.
don't X him, so he's going to stay, I guess.
No, they
In the
X'd
base
him.
just to make sure Prophet doesn't do anything. Oh, they did. Okay, I didn't see the animation.
I don't know why that didn't show up. That was weird. I don't know what Always Wanna Fly was thinking there.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Space for Cheshire
No,
Cat, man. Look at all these creeps bottom.
I don't know. Oh my god, that's a loud noise. But it's still actually he's gonna take down the range barrack. Wait, why are you taking him off? What are you doing? I guess
That's two catapults. I guess he really doesn't want to give away all that money.
All right, yeah,
He was right.
I got him.
He got it anyway.
Did the math.
Radiant's top shrine
What do I
is
know?
under attack.
Oh, he wants to send him for the shrine. He knows what's up.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
On point. God, I hate Nature's Prophet. He's so annoying. Your shrines are just dead.
Dire's bottom
Yeah.
Whenever you
shrine
play against
is
this
under
hero,
attack.
they have no hope.
It's really sad.
Yeah, they just march at them for crowd. Like, he's not even bothering. Look how close he is. He's like, whatever. This thing's gone.
So was the cheese picked up in that one? I didn't see the cheese. Who has it?
Dragonite had it and used it.
Okay.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
Well, I feel like things still are a little bit scary in some ways for Vega, but they've definitely started to play the draft the way that they needed to, and getting that Aegis, or rather at least denying it away from Gambit, was really huge. Next couple minutes are going to be really telling, I feel like.
The important thing for Gambit right now is just a hard push those side lanes. I mean, you can see where Bignum is right now, right? Like, he's so committed to this that he's way up here. Nature's Prophet is going to come too. They just got to make sure, because they have tier 2s right now. So the game is very safe, actually, for Gambit, despite losing that Rax. They're not at risk of just being instantaneously run over because they're holding both tier 2s right now.
Dire's top
They
shrine
need to be
is
careful.
under attack.
That's their vulnerability anyway. They're moonlighting. Might only get a Shadow Beam. He's actually already out.
Well, and I mean, the other thing here, you look at this, it's going to be a creep wave that's pushed in all the way up top, and
Yeah,
that
that's
means
true.
Weaver
Like,
can get
Weaver's
in
gonna
here.
Go for the play. Oh, he's not going for it.
I wants to pull the
Dire's
creep
top
wave
shrine
first.
is under attack.
Yeah, but there was no backdoor.
They're TPing others back here. I think he's still going to go for it, maybe.
Dire's top shrine
Although they won't have
has
creeps in the
fallen.
base now. Backdoor is
Radiant's bottom
disabled,
shrine is
but
under attack.
a little bit too scary, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty risky. And he'll just keep grabbing every wave as it comes out.
Bounty.
These Mirana illusions are actually doing a number to this bottom tower,
Radiant's
though.
bottom shrine
They're
has
tough.
fallen.
Big guys.
Visibility.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is it just going to drop?
Yeah, this next
Oh.
creep will take away the back door, though. So she can come back to finish it if she wants, but it looks like they won't be able to.
Dire's bottom shrine
And
is
Nature's
under
Prophet
attack.
kills the
Dire's
shrine.
bottom shrine has fallen.
Well, only one creep there. They're going to go and intercept another wave.
Gold for my chest.
Still trying to keep the creep waves pushed out. Gambit holding on by a hope and a prayer. Arrow? Okay.
Top lane. Ghost Scepter gets off from Bignum.
Nah, he's still gone. Well, he bought the gem before he died. PA actually went for the double strike stifling dagger.
Oh,
Radiant's
really?
top
Isn't that,
tower is
is
under
that the one that
attack.
like splits off and it used to be like a higher talent?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it grabs another random target.
It does, yes.
Radiant's top
Yeah.
tower has fallen.
Well, you look here again, bottom lane, Cheshire Cat. He's doing his thing. Can't say that he's
Man.
not persistent, and he has an AC
This is-
done as well.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah,
is
exactly.
under
So this is pretty risky. They have the glyph yet. It is back up at this point. He's playing really safe. He has no Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade, so he really can't go too aggressive.
Yeah. But they pull back
I guess
in
at
G.
the same time, he is a BKB though, so
Yeah. The only thing he really needs to be worried about is PA because of the Abyssal.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, is there an item or a set of items or talents that get Gambit on even footing as far as team fights are concerned? Because right now it feels like if it's a 5-on-5 engagement, Vega are just going to stomp them.
yeah. It just has to come down to Bignum making some insane play or something, I guess. But the BKBs are pretty brutal. They
Yeah.
just don't have an answer for that. I guess a Scythe you could think of for Cheshire Cat, but in his mind, the only way to win this is going to be him ratting and stuff. So Scythe doesn't really help him do that. I guess it doesn't have sense if you Scythe like the PA or something before she can Abyssal you while you're ratting, but again, that's more of a combat focused build. They did get that tier 2 top, and now they're going to get that tier 2 bottom too by the looks of it. So time is winding down here for the old Gambit squad, and they might just lose their Dragonite here.
Oh, he got the silent stun off, but it's not going to be enough. He's still gone. And buyback status, he does have it. But whole time, nothing for free. Cheshire Cat pushing this lave out. They don't have a creep wave with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's Brew ulting for this top lane. Vega in a
Level
position to potentially
24?
finish this.
Oh no, that's the PA. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is
Tier
under
3
attack.
tower going down.
Brewmaster was 24 for a second there.
Big
Alright, 5
stun,
FP
big
DK.
silence. They pop the BKBs though, and Bignum, he's gonna need to reapply this magnetize. It's on to 3 of them. Can they do anything with this? The real you trying to man up and take down Coolman, but they're gonna be able to find the kill. That's gonna be the PA going down. Slayer trying to get out of there. He's gonna finish his TP. The roll forward, seeing if they can find any more. Bignum had a great initiation there with the Blink Dagger, but it's only the PA that goes down, and hell, that's gonna be the Bane escaping.
Kayak just got away there.
Hiding behind the trees.
Holy. Like he had a kick too. That's crazy that just worked. What a boss.
All right.
Especially because he glimmered the Mirana, who has like 2 leaps. Like Mirana's so safe and he still tries to save her.
Yeah.
Nice
What a
support
buddy.
guy. I can't believe they killed PA.
Yeah.
Can't say I was expecting it.
BKB was used. It's down to 7 seconds now, and they're looking to try and finish off this tower here. Where's the... They don't have the
Coming in
creep
mid.
wave.
Oh, and Prophet's bottom. All right, well,
Oh,
Mirana
no.
gets killed, but that means she's not here. She
Yeah.
has her bots though, but they're gonna lose this melee probably.
Dire's bottom barracks are
What?
under
I don't
I'm
understand
wrong,
why they didn't
Burgundy?
go mid. What the heck's happening?
I think they're just worried.
A golden thread.
Oh, Prophet's still just hanging around.
He's just chilling in their base.
This is really scary though. I don't know. I mean, I guess PA's down, so he's not too concerned.
He's waiting for the next round of creeps, I guess?
Yeah, he just he doesn't have his streams for 8 more seconds.
I guess.
Backdoor's gonna be back in a moment though.
Yeah.
And there it is. So
They can push in
DK
top
is gonna
wave.
try and shove the wave in, maybe bottom.
I mean, it's already pushing pretty heavily, right? But
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't need to help, but
they've got the big range creeps.
just sitting here for so long. I hate Nature's Prophet. I ban this hero every game. What a piece of garbage.
I'm going to play Nature's Prophet every game.
Oh, all right. Well, there goes the back door. And here come the trees.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
There goes your glyph forced out.
Are fortified.
Get owned.
And he's out of there.
Went for the arrow, the triple arrow, but it's not going to help. And the trees, will they get it? Oh, it's close. It's close. I'm not going to finish it.
It's still a nice weakening, though.
No.
Mid lane, they're all just kind of moving quietly here, sneaking their way. They find Weaver.
Yeah, he's in trouble. He's caught. He's killed. Everything dropped on his dome. Mirana has the Daedalus. It's time to party. Buybacks, though, they have them only on the PA and the Brew. Will it end up mattering? Arrow's not going to connect. They do jump forward. There's going to be the Brew ulti.
This
They get the
rack is
disruption.
So gone.
They have PA illusions
Demolished.
this time. Now the jump forward stun only connects onto 1. They have an X torrent. It's caught onto the Earth Spirit. This is terrible. He's dead. Earth Spirit buys back into the game. They have killed off Slayer, so it's not a terrible start to it. A Cheshire Cat. BKB has already popped. They try and chase down a kill off. Always want to fly. He is going to die. But everybody else running away. They've got themselves a Mirana. Mirana G in trouble, needing to leap away. No more leap charges, and Cheshire Cat found him. There's the stun. They don't find the kill. Living on 200 HP, and he's singing as he's TPing away from him.
This might have just secured them next Roche. It respawns in 30 seconds. And Mirana will still be long gone at this point. They'll have the
Spot
Shao
out.
Demon back. Jesus is going to be close.
Afterlife sees him, but he doesn't have a split.
Yeah, Bignum's just going to wait too. I really like this. I hope he just keeps on waiting.
Oh, no.
It's all right. They have Treants. They could send one in. Someone will check it in a second again here. There it is. Bignum sees it. Boom.
And a
Roche.
nullifier on PA, by the way.
Ping, 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 ping. Very nice. Good against the Ghost Scepter, good against the BKBs, good against the Orchid. A lot of good mutes this game, and just tracking down onto this Dragon Knight.
All right, Refresher Roche. Who's getting it?
I guess Dragon Knight, right?
You know, if you Refresher on the Earth Spirit, you get all of your remnants back up again. All right, they're not doing it.
Yeah, hey, that's actually not a bad thing to take note of, but you know, with the Dragon Knight, it's just a little bit too important to have all those BKBs and ultis. But
There's the
I like where your
nullifier,
head's at.
I guess what would be the maximum combo you could get then? You could get like Magnetize, Boulder Smash, Silence, the slow, then redo it all, and then another
Yeah,
stun.
you could literally just control up the entire enemy team for like 8 seconds plus stuns. Like,
Yeah.
with silences and kicks, and could be pretty crazy. I got to vacuum 8 times, or like 2 4-man vacuums and walls. That was pretty fun today.
Yeah.
Man, that refresher shard is just dumb.
That's pretty great.
It's hilarious.
The prize is mine.
All right, big smoke.
I also had greaves and pipes too, man. I was slapping them all over the place. What an item.
Beautiful.
Let's see if it can bring as much magic to our Dragonite. It's going Halberd. Very nice choice for the PA. I'm sure you guys have all remembered, but no more Dispelling Halberd. So that means the BKB should don't matter. As long as you get it on before then.
They have a ward inside the base also. We haven't talked about that much.
No,
Vega.
that's pretty important too. They spot the courier moving up
Radiant's
to
bottom
that area, so now they
tower
understand that they're all up here. So it's not just the Weaver.
Yeah. But the full pressure towards the tower here.
That arrow actually hit!
Oh, what? Are you kidding me? All right, Disruption. That saves his life, but it's going to mean that the Shadow Demon's dead. He was able to get off all of his ultis before that happened. Now Bignum trying to get out of there. They do have the boat. It's going to be able to catch him. Nice blink away, though. But there's the Fiend's Grip off to the side. They have caught, though, the Bane, and, well, that's going to keep him in some trouble. G starting to bring down and kill off that Nature's Prophet. No buyback for 80 seconds, but they've killed off another. Now lifting up the Weaver. This is DK in trouble. The crits are there, and that's going to be the real you doing a ton of damage. Everybody's dead. No buyback. Weaver, the last one left alive. And I don't even know if he's going to be able to do enough here in this one as they find the kill. Aegis down, but he's going to need to do way too much damage, and I think this is going to be game, as it's going to be Vega pulling a fast one and moving on to the second phase of this tournament.
Wow, those arrows, dude. That was pretty sick. Kind of made that last fight easy, but they were obviously very well ahead. It looked like a good game for them. Really liked their draft.
Yeah.
The second I said they could pick Dragonite, but I really don't like putting them on a timer, and you know, at least he's a Silver Edge carrier, and then they pick Dragonite. I lost hope in Gambit. I mean, it's just tough, I feel like. I don't know. It was unlikely to succeed, and they came somewhat close. They had some nice rat plays and everything, but Brewmaster, too, slipping through the first 6 after being banned all day, I think might have been, I mean, not even the first 6. He slipped through the first 9 bans and picks.
Yeah.
And then he shows up as the 4th overall, so Vega just a little bit on top on this one. So when do they play next? Tomorrow, I guess?
No, it's the 13th is when they're going to play next. We have a little bit of a break for CIS Dota, and we're actually going to go into EU Dota coming up pretty soon, which is another little thing. I'll look up I'll look up what those are for a second, but give me your impressions, because we've seen a lot of the 2 teams that are moving on. It's going to be Empire and Vega that are going to be in the second phase. Empire is going to play against Na'Vi, the classic, and then we're going to have Vega playing against VP. So who do you think is going to be coming out of this one ahead?
Well, Vega and Empire actually played Dota amongst the teams that we've been watching. I feel like some of the games have just been so strange, and it's felt really discombobulated, but things at least looked normal when it was Empire. That Maposhka Enchantress was one of the coolest Enchantress games I've seen in a long time. That was hype as hell.
Yeah.
He was ownage. So looking forward to that. But overall, I have to give the edge to Empire, not only because they just beat them in that best of 5, but they did, in my opinion, look just a little bit better there. And then I guess they did just 2-0 them yesterday too, right, when I wasn't watching. So definitely a bit on the shoulder there for Vega. They got to brush that off, try and take the win. I don't doubt that they can, but I guess initially I'd be saying like 65-35 in Empire's favor.
Yeah, I can dig that. Well, and that's the thing that's going to be interesting to watch is how well all of this goes in the future, because, you know, we haven't seen a lot of these teams. The Na'Vi and VP, obviously VP we saw at the major, but it's also a new patch, and lots of questions coming up with that. So for tomorrow, the things to keep an eye out for, we got a couple pretty hype matches. It's going to be Mid or Feed versus Penta, and then Hellraisers versus RSC. I'm trying to figure out who that is right now. Let's see.
What were the initials?
It's RSC.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Let me see if I can find them. Let's see. 22 hours.
Oh, rocket scientists, probably.
Ah.
They're one of those little squads right now. So it's probably those dudes.
Well, yeah. So how do you feel about those? Mid or feed? It's going to be my first time casting them. That's probably the biggest name in the phase 1 of these qualifiers.
Oh, wait, hold on. Now I'm confused. They're in the Europe one, you said?
Yeah, they're in the EU qualifiers.
Because right now, because Penta disbanded. Right?
Penta disbanded.
Because it's HR mid or feed, and you're saying Maus and RSC, is that right?
Mid and feed versus Penta
Oh.
is what's listed, but they disbanded.
Well, no, they just lost a player, I'm pretty sure. So
Okay.
maybe that's just not updated.
That's fair enough.
Right now, I'm just looking on Wikipedia, and I see Mouse Sports, mid or feed, Hellraisers, and Penta.
Interesting. Well, there might have been some updated things going on where I'm not fully... there's going to be some teams playing each other tomorrow. Trent, how you feel about that?
Sounds great, my dude.
I'm excited.
Secret just announced they weren't coming to Summit, so they're not part of the Stage 2 invite, right?
Exactly. So I'm wondering
if... Kingwin is the other Stage 2 invite? That's hype.
Dude, Kingwin are legit. I love that team.
Yeah, I agree. They're very strong. Just surprised to see them getting that much respect, honestly.
Nisha is one of my faves. I love that guy. But we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be great stuff.
What time do we start, sorry?
That is going to be a 7 a.m. Pacific time, and there's going to be 3 best of 3s tomorrow. So we'll see if we end up doing a little switcheroo there at the end or not. But yeah, that's it, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back again tomorrow, early morning start, and EU Dota. Trent, any final words?
Woo! Nope. Thanks for having me as always. Thanks for joining in. And make sure you catch up on all the beautiful Dota that happened today. I believe Dream League was on all day as well. There's Captain's Draft qualifiers happening right now for NA, if I'm not mistaken. I think I actually, they've been pestering me because why aren't I casting it? But I like seeing my wife.
Oh, yeah.
When she's not working. So now I've shoved Eosin off on them. So
sick.
We had a little switcheroony.
Wonderful.
So you can go watch, what is it now? Immortals versus VGJ Storm. That's pretty hype.
That'll be a good one. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, that's going to do it for us. Have a good one. We'll see you guys mañana for more Dota. Adios.